Hello everyone and welcome back to WWE Universe. My name is Jitch. I am your host with some toast. Las Vegas, Nevada for this pre-Bragging Rights Raw. Here is Do Not Deceive You, he is correct. This is a table match kicking off Raw. As we mentioned before, a very unusual situation going on Raw right now as we're looking to find a contender for the European Championship. And what better way to find a contender for the European Championship than through a series of elimination-style matchups. Here tonight, a four-way match continuing the series that started 2 weeks ago on Raw in a six-man battle royal. No disrespect intended to any of the four in this match, other than, of course, the legend himself, Randy Savage, but these definitely aren't the four I would have had to have picked to proceed, although for some reason I'm forgetting who one of them is now. I got Otunga, I got Smash, and I got Savage. Who's that fourth one? No, I just don't remember. But regardless, I don't think it's going to be too much of one not to be that guy. So I'm really picking Savage to win this series, and it's because of that I see him getting put through a table and being eliminated from this night. Of course, the result of this match is that the first man put through a table is eliminated from this. I believe the match will end immediately once someone has been put through a table. So this will be... Oh, no wonder I forgot who it was. I can't honestly say I'm surprised, realizing who it was that was actually the fourth guy in this match. Managed to outlive Daniel Bryan and Ricky Steamboat, denying people a lot of great potential matches. As you know, right now the European Championship was to be decided between Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton. A match between, say, any one of those possible combinations, be it Drew McIntyre up against Daniel Bryan or Ricky Steamboat, or Randy Orton up against Drew McIntyre or Ricky Steamboat. They sounded like great matches. You know what doesn't sound great? Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, either of them against Santino Marella. Because I can tell you exactly where you would have seen that match. You would have seen that match in the start of 2010 on Superstars, with them beating him in less than a minute. Regardless, here's my pick to win this series, and that's why he'll be eliminated tonight, probably. Macho Man Randy Savage is definitely the hands-on favorite, in my opinion, to win this match. This is no disrespect intended, of course, to David Otunga or Smash. It's just that they are simply tag team wrestlers, whereas Randy Savage, I think, really could thrive from a European Championship victory down the line. I think he's, this young kid, I think, has a lot of potential. And I would love to see it. You want to see it. I know I do anyway. I believe that's everyone in this match now. Yeah, I'm not playing anyone in this. I didn't want to, so I'm not. That's good to see.
With our first major match of the evening. What do you make of Santino, King?
What do you make of Santino, King?
No pinfalls, no disqualifications or submissions. Only one way to win, and that's to put your opponent through a table.
Tell you what I make of Santino, but I don't think you guys want to hear it.
Smash isn't exactly... Oh, through the table! The crash! There's wood everywhere!
Through the table? This match is still going, so I don't believe it was through the table. Anyway, coming up here tonight, we got an interesting show for you. We got two cross-promotional matches coming your way. as well as one big 6-man battle royal, which I will get into in just a second. But first of all, let's talk about those cross-promotional matches. Tonight's main event, as mentioned last week, will see the World Heavyweight Champion Sheamus up against an opponent handpicked by the ECW champion himself, The Big Show. Who is he picked to go one-on-one with Sheamus tonight? Well, I can't wait to see. Obviously, with ECW being so fresh, there's not really a lot of alliances being formed over on ECW, so I think Big Show is probably just going to go for someone big and bad, someone that's going to really threaten Sheamus, maybe wear him down nice and easy. Obviously, that's the whole goal here. And also, coming up next, we've got the World Tag Team Champions in action as Wade Barrett and William Regal face off against a tag team handpicked by the WWE Tag Team Champions over on SmackDown, Christian and Tyson Kidd. So that should be an interesting one as well for the World Tag Team Champs. We've also got, coming up just before our main event tonight, the third match of the night is going to be a 6-man battle royal, and that is to find the final member of Team Raw as they head into bragging rights to face off against the Crew, which is, of course, Team SmackDown in the 6-man elimination tag team match. I saw a broken table there. Is Randy Savage eliminated? No, that must not have counted.
But if you missed any of the matches from this week, go to WWE.com to catch up on all the action. Oh no! Oh geez, lights out.
I've said everything. Oh yeah, but the Crew, of course, a solid unit, a very firm advantage up against Team Raw, whoever that may be. But the Raw general manager Mick Foley decided that the representatives of Team Raw should be none other than the top tag team on Raw that's not the champions right now, which is, of course, Jack Swagger and Edge, and their tag team partner will be determined in a 6-man battle royal tonight, as they don't actually have an ally. But I hear that 6 of the biggest and the best Raw has to offer are going to be competing for that opportunity to team up with Edge and Jack Swagger. And of course, for some, they don't really care about Raw, which is why Mick Foley has hung above them the incentive that the winning team will get some kind of special prize reward, be it a championship opportunity, perhaps more time in the limelight on Raw. We don't really know what he's dangling over their heads, but he says that he'll make it worth their while, and they'll want to win for Raw.
One of those matches you just like to sit back and enjoy watching. Ooh, a skull-crushing impact.
No. Okay. That does not count. That will one day, but right now that does not count. We'll change the rules in a few years, but for now, you have to have been put through a table. You can't put yourself through a table.
For anybody competing against Macho Man Randy Savage is the
That'd be kind of an interesting rule, though, wouldn't it? Like, if you had a table set up in the corner and you put yourself through it, like you just ran at it and broke it, and then you had to be declared the winner because you put you through a table. I wouldn't say a ladder. It'd be kind of funny. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't ever make that a real thing, but it would be kind of funny. I don't have any friends to call, and I don't think I'd tell them what was happening in WWE 12 if I did. See anybody actually listen to that commentary line and went, okay, and then called up a friend and was like, I'm having the craziest match in WWE 12 right now, like, my mind is being blown. I actually don't really find it that interesting, but Jerry Lawler told me to call my friends and tell them about it, so this match is incredible. He literally spoke to me. Oh my god! Santino and Otunga are in perfect tandem there. We got a potential tag? Never mind. I don't think McGillicuddy would like that very much. There hasn't really been a lot of comments from McGillicuddy or Axe on how they feel about their tag team partners pursuing these singles championship opportunities, and of course for having their partners be chosen over them, because that's got to be an awkward situation for the tag teams to know that only one member from each tag team would have been chosen, and they chose Otunga and Smash. I don't know why I forgot his name for a minute there. It's literally just the word Smash. Oh, this could be the beginning of the end. Oh, his foot just kind of skimmed the table. I think Otunga was really, whoops, looking for the victory there. Yeah, and he could be a great European champion too. All he's got to do is win this match and then win the European Championship match. And wow, look at that. He's the European champion. Savage is in the corner. Otunga, uh-oh. Oh no, 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 not Savage, not Savage. Okay.
Not fast enough. Big move coming. That was an impressive suplex.
Well, as we know, 2 weeks ago on Raw, it was Smash that won the first match in the series. Of course, the wins don't necessarily mean a whole lot. They just mean that you stay in the series. So it's not necessarily about who wins. It's about who survives. But the wins are good for your record anyway, because then obviously going down the line, you could find yourself just becoming a bigger star just for picking up those wins. So the wins do matter in a way.
Macho Man had so many great matches and moments. Nobody will ever forget that tremendous WrestleMania.
Just with that one table set up in the corner there, just looming.
Greatest match in the history of our business. Oh, what a headbutt from Santino. Great counter.
I'll give Santino credit. He can be a pretty good wrestler, but he's got to drop the stupid sock puppet. Until he stops using a sock puppet as his finishing move, the guy is a joke. Shouldn't win anything.
Oh no!
Savage, running in place, letting everybody know what's up. David Otunga seems to be the first guy in this match to really show any signs of hurt. Somehow I hear you're more susceptible to going through tables when you're hurt. Your body becomes more heavy and you crash through the tables rather than bouncing off of them.
What do you think of that haircut on Otunga, King? It only cost him $295. Makes sense to me. Where do you go for your haircuts, Michael? The school for the visually impaired? Stretching out
Michael Cole has the most generic haircuts of all time. What the fuck are you joking about, Lola? His haircuts aren't bad, they're just plain. Go make some creepy perv comment, you fucking weirdo.
This guy is one of my all-time favorites. I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so physical.
Yeah, this has been really physical. That's for sure. That's the word I'd use. Match stipulation, of course, handpicked by Smash. If you didn't already realize, the rules for this match, or for these series of matches, is that the superstar who wins gets that advantage at the very least. They get to choose what kind of match. And of course, Smash, well, it's in the name, Smash. Like, you should really expect that he'd want to smash someone through a table. I can't really picture what kind of a match Randy Savage, Santino, or Otunga would choose for 2 weeks from now on another episode of Raw where these three will face off should they win. So I guess let's go Smash! Another table match. Well, that's not really going to win you a table match, is it? Santino's been busted open, Randy Savage has been busted open, David Otunga just skimmed the head of Santino on that table. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, Savage, no, okay. Whew. No! Yeah, there you go. Get him. Break him through the table. Or just walk away, that works too. Okay, they're having a back and forth on the tables. They're leaving us in total suspense. That table's gonna break eventually just from them being thrown into it. Oh my god, they're still going in the corner! What's happening?
Santino.
Oh my god!
smash comes up with a counter.
Oh, I've never seen so many reversals in one match. I think they're stuck, guys.
And he is quick. A jaw dropper from Santino.
Stop doing this to me.
What a punch.
This has almost become a one-on-one between David Otunga and Santino Marella now. Okay, there you go. Smash got distracted. Weird that their only interest in using the tables is to prop them up in the corners, not stand them. I would have thought that would have been the easier way to put your opponent through the table, but I guess what do I know?
David Otunga, the A-lister, hangs out with many big-time Hollywood celebrities.
Does he? It's a very weird thing to mention.
Very aggressive assault to the back.
Michael Cole has a small crush on David Otunga.
Macho Man's got him.
Yeah, there you go. Oh no. Yeah, there you go. I feel like I'm gonna be saying that a few times. Yeah, Randy Savage. Oh my god, is this it? There you go. Randy Savage picks up the win, and it's Smash, Otunga, and Savage that will be facing off in 3 weeks' time. Santino Marella is out. Thank the Lord. I don't need to see the replays. There weren't really any highlights in this match. Not that I like watching the replays anyway. So in 2 weeks, they will face off in a triple threat: Randy Savage, David Otunga, and Smash, and it will be a match type chosen by the Macho Man. I don't really know what kind of a match he is going to want to face off against those two in, considering he won a tables match, which I don't think he was expecting, but he did. And yeah, we'll carry on now, as up next, tag team action. The World Tag Team Champions William Regal and Wade Barrett of the United Kingdom are going to face off in 2-on-2 action against a tag team from SmackDown. Rolls on live after that 4-way table match, and here are your tag team champions. Honestly, a very solid combination of tag team wrestlers, if I do say so myself. I can't really fault the United Kingdom for wanting these two representing their tag team division. What a privilege it was for Wade Barrett to come here to Raw, to represent Raw, to turn his back to SmackDown where he was getting next to no opportunities, and to be united with his brethren. But who's going to represent SmackDown in this match? Oh. Okay.
And their opponent from Washington, D.C., weighing 251 pounds, Alex.
Well, I don't really know the logic behind Tyson Kidd and Christian picking these two, other than simply that they used to be misfits. But I don't see why Tyson Kidd and Christian would care for them in that sense. I mean, Kidd and Christian are literally the replacements of these guys. These are the original tag team champions of the Misfits. They were, in fact, back when the Misfits first started, they were the only members of the Misfits to actually hit championship success, which I think always kind of bothered the Miz quite a bit. I suppose that's not necessarily true, actually, because the Miz was Intercontinental Champion as well. If anything, that would have really drove at John Morrison and maybe bothered the Miz in the sense that he never won the big one, and whilst he was no longer the Intercontinental Champ, oh wait, no, I think he held the championship during the whole time they won the champ. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna just shut up and stop trying to sound smart. I'm forgetting things within a series that I operate. That's always good. Well, here we go. Tag team match ready to go underway. And what an interesting match this is. The World Tag Team Champions up against the WWE former WWE Tag Team Champions. A tag team, I guess in a way I could see why they were chosen. They were originally determined to be the best tag team on SmackDown. Originally, of course, at the time we did not have Tyson Kidd and Christian in the division, but Alex Riley and Zack Ryder went through a tournament where they beat the likes of DX, the Road Warriors, Heath Slater, Justin Gabriel, R-Truth, Mark Henry. Every tag team that stood in their way, they tore through. Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio, Chavo and Sin Cara. There was quite a great combination of wrestlers involved in that. In the end, it was Riley and Ryder, whether you like them or not, that were dubbed the best tag team, including beating the WWE Tag Team Champions at the time, the Altitude Alliance, Evan Bourne and Kofi Kingston. This is the first time we've actually seen these former Misfits since they were kicked out of the group as a tag team. Riley just insisted he would stick by Ryder despite Ryder being still a member and Riley getting the boot initially. And in fact, it was coming over here on Raw and competing that was why they got kicked out. So it's kind of funny to see them here. Off the ropes. Ryder seemed a little distracted there, but he managed to get his head in the game. Don't want to take William Regal or Wade Barrett very lightly. These are some big deals that they're up against.
You know, this young man, Zack Ryder, is in phenomenal condition. It looks like he hasn't had carbs since 2006. Good counter by Ryder. And he's caught.
Just choking out Zack Ryder. I'm looking forward to that six-man battle royal up next. Mick Foley has handpicked 6 of Raw's finest competitors to compete in one big-time 6-man battle royal. You can expect to see some very big names, as these will be the ones with the honors of representing Raw, teaming up with Edge and Jack Swagger. And I gotta say, that is quite the privilege in and of itself, because they are looking to get the victory for Raw. It is urgent, it is important, because SmackDown is competing in all 6 matches at bragging rights. Raw only competing in 5 of the 6. They are excluded from the light heavyweight champion versus hardcore champion match, even if a Raw superstar wins tomorrow night on ECW and captures the hardcore championship. They will be representing ECW, not Raw.
Oh, did you see that? His body twisting and turning in a sickening way. You know, there's just so much at stake for these teams in this match.
Ryder just can't seem to find himself in this match right now. The pressure is on. The United Kingdom, a very fluid tag team.
And there's a tag.
And here comes both tag team partners tagged back in. This is in fact how the match started out, I believe.
This young man, Wade Barrett, is so dangerous.
Wade Barrett is without a doubt a future world champion, though. For as long as he's a member of the United Kingdom, and I'm not trying to stir the pot or run any kind of attempt at splitting them up. I think they've done a great job, whether I'm told to like them or not. They've done a great job of striking fear amongst the Raw roster and making this show as much about themselves as physically possible. Oh, Alex Riley. Just flattened with the winds of change. Is that going to be enough to get the job done?
And he breaks the hold. Oh no! Look at Barrett's eyes.
And Wasteland. William Regal keeping Zack Ryder at bay. And Barrett picking up a very quick and easy victory over Alex Riley, who is still kind of recovering from an injury he suffered quite some time ago. This was an easy win for the United Kingdom. Well, there you have it. Strong win. United Kingdom coming out on top. Very curious to see how they'll do against Tyson Kidd and Christian. 2 very fresh combinations of tag teams that are currently holding the tag team titles. But I think they'll both do well against each other, and that'll be a match you won't want to miss at Bragging Rights next Sunday, not this Sunday. We're having another week off to prepare ourselves for Bragging Rights as we occasionally have a week off here in Universe. Not in the sense that the uploads will stop for a week, although they might, because I'm always pretty shit at staying on top of them. But more in the sense that there's a week I gotta skip in the game's calendar, which is really nice because it helps speed up the catch-up process, as I call it, where I pretend that there's a chance of me getting to 2K20. There isn't. Here we go, an all-star battle royal is about to begin to represent Raw. Someone in this match is going to have the privilege of teaming up with Edge and Jack Swagger and trying to represent their brand, Monday Night Raw. And of course, welcome back, by the way, to Dolph Ziggler. Man suffered an injury months ago. I think it was back at either Fatal 4-Way or Extreme. I think it was Fatal 4-Way. I think it was the United States Championship match. This man suffered an injury. It's been written off for quite some time, about 5 months. We've not seen this guy. It's really good to finally see him in action here on Raw, as his recent return saw him go to SmackDown.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing 222 pounds,
Well, Mick Foley really trying to pick the biggest and the best Raw has to offer. CM Punk definitely not got the best win-loss record overall, but the guy's really been on the up and up lately. He has been turning things around for his career. Bigger and better than ever. From a World Tag Team Champion looking to find some single success down the line. Maybe representing Team Raw can do just that for CM Punk. However, Punk has also made it quite clear he wouldn't mind getting his World Tag Team Championship back. He just needs to find a tag team partner he can rely on after Kane completely turned his back on Punk. Who's next? Yeah, as I say, this is pretty much Raw's biggest and best to offer.
from Detroit, Michigan, weighing 308 pounds,
They got to take this Team Raw versus Team SmackDown match at Bragging Rights very, very seriously, because what you got to keep in mind is Team SmackDown representing at Bragging Rights is 3 people who were already associated with each other. It's a solid unit that already existed and are just being told to represent their brand. Team Raw doesn't have anything like that to offer, so we gotta put some guys together and really hope for the best. I think Kevin Nash one day is going to really break out. This might be the moment. You know, last the moment. I mean, he's got a hell of an advantage over people like CM Punk and Dolph Ziggler. They're a lot smaller than him. Okay, again, this makes a lot of sense.
from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing 245 pounds, Randy Orton.
The former leader of the Legacy, he did team with Jack Swagger and Edge not that long ago. They faced off against the United Kingdom. But they weren't successful, to my knowledge. Randy Orton wants his hands on that European Championship. He wants another opportunity at Drew McIntyre. There's nothing that motivates Randy Orton more than a loss against someone, because it means he's in for tough competition, and he loves that. He wants someone that's going to bring him to his limits. Orton has got his sights solidly set on the European Championship of Drew McIntyre. He may just have some time to still get a shot in before the series of matches is over, as the elimination process is every 2 weeks here on Raw, which means that Randy Savage, David Otunga, and Smash will face off not on next week's Raw, or 2 weeks from now's Raw, even, because there is a week off, but the Raw after that. And then there'll be another 2 weeks until we find out who the one-on-one, and then that will be the determination of the winner. Of course, you can't have a big match without Big Dave. Still not been able to capture that incredibly elusive World Heavyweight Championship. But this could be a good start. He wants to get on Mick Foley's good books. What better way than to represent Raw at bragging rights, bring home the victory. Yeah, this is a great step up for Batista. This is exactly what he needed. He's just got to come out on top. If there's any one man who can beat everyone that's come down to the ring, I truly believe it is Batista. However, there is still one more participant left to take part in this matchup. I don't think we've got anyone on the injured list that maybe would be a big surprise. I mean, it's got to be a pretty big follow-up to Batista. Who could be next? Oh, that's right. Another big deal on Raw.
And their opponent, weighing 323 pounds, Kane.
Kane makes his way into the ring as the final participant in this battle royal, and of course there's some real bad blood in this match now, as him and CM Punk are both competing to represent Team Raw. At least there's no potential of those two being made to team up. I don't think Punk wants to be anywhere near this guy. Kane's intentions have been very clear as of late. He wants his mask back. He wants the old Kane back. He wants to deal out the damage. With McMahon not even on Raw anymore, I don't know how he's ever going to get that mask back. It was McMahon that took it away from him. Well, here we go. 6 very big deals. McFoley made it clear this is not an over-the-top rope battle royal. He wants to see each superstar eliminated from this match the right way. Pinfall submissions only. He wants a very clear, very certain victor to be the guy that represents Raw, teaming up with Edge and Swagger. This is a very, very important match for Foley. Being able to beat the Crew would be a really big statement.
Wow, talk about timing. CM Punk likes to claim that he is the world's role model. He says that he can lead
CM Punk and Randy Orton. You want to talk about bad blood, actually. I didn't even realize that. CM Punk and Randy Orton have a lot of history with each other. They used to main event SmackDown every week.
Sure, but that doesn't mean you can take your eyes off him. Kane with a devastating counter.
I'm curious to see who this match comes down to. In terms of size and stature, the clear winner is Kane and Kevin Nash. But it's for those reasons that I think those two will go at it with each other quite a bit. They want to get the big man out first. Batista and CM Punk are two people who have been both on the same side and opposing sides several times over. I don't think there's any love or hate between those two. They're simply two co-workers trying to do their best to make it to the top. Goes to show the strength of Punk to be able to escape a full Nelson locked in by Batista. Interested in the speed in which we'll see people get eliminated from a match of this caliber. Something this stacked normally would be for the World Championship, but unfortunately the World Heavyweight Champion tonight is in our next match instead of this one, and he's got a big challenge ahead potentially, as he is looking to face off against one of ECW's 15 superstars. Who did the Big Show, the ECW champion, send over tonight to represent? That is the question. I honestly couldn't say who Big Show would choose. I mean, in my mind, a psychological way to go about things, a real twist would be to put the Raw general manager himself, Mick Foley. He is an ECW superstar. Put him up against Sheamus. See what side he truly cares more about, the show that he's running, or the pride of a wrestler potentially beating a world champion. That would really not the mind of Mick Foley, if I had to guess.
Devastating shot to the spine and back. Look at the pressure. You can see it in his face. The agony. Whoa! And he fights his way out. Randy Orton seems to be relishing in this.
Did I just see Dolph Ziggler do a belly to Kevin Nash?
The demented Kane is full of rage tonight. These are great competitors, great, tremendous gladiators here in WWE. Oh, what a swinging neck breaker.
Well, so far we've just seen a lot of tough competition in the ring. No one really showing any signs that they could be out anytime soon. The only thing I will say in this kind of a matchup is that Dolph Ziggler's got to be real careful. You don't want to suffer an injury, but when you're in the ring with this many big, strong, top stars, well, the pressure's really on for Dolph in this one, actually, thinking on it. It's kind of a huge opportunity given to him here. Because at first, you know, I may have reacted a little differently, but when you really look at it in black and white, Dolph Ziggler is nowhere near on the level of establishment here on Raw as the other 5 stars in the ring. Mick Foley clearly sees something in Dolph to have given him an opportunity like this. He's got to really seize that. Uh-oh, I think Randy's out. Oh, I think Batista's out too.
Look out! The big boot connects.
Yeah, oh, Batista's watching, and he got out of it eventually. Someone will just have to help Randy get out of it too. He's just taking a small breather. We're actually selling in this match, that's all that's going on. That's what it really is. He's selling the injuries.
That'll send you to the dentist. Look at this hole. He may have him here.
I thought he said look at his hole.
And he powers out.
Like, fucking hell, Waller, really? I know you go crazy over the divas, but now the men too? You just gotta have Randy get hit in the crossfires of a move and that'll bring him back in.
Just squeezing down on the head here. Telegraphed. And he escapes the hole. Right in the kisser.
Well, Randy Orton playing quite a wise game. Just chill out in the corner, look hurt. Nobody seems to even notice him.
Great reaction.
That's definitely what he's doing. Oh, WWE 12. You were both great and terrible, all at the same time. I said before, I am really looking forward to 13. I keep like loading it up every now and then and getting the universe ready, just because I've been really enjoying the idea of going to 13. It's a great game. I mean, it's got the 1 count glitch, which is really annoying, but you know, for those that don't know, because I've had a few questions where people be like, "What is the 1 count glitch?" The 1 count glitch is every single pinfall is either a 1, and if they don't kick out at 1, then you know they're not going to kick out at 2, and they're going to lose. It's either 1 or 3. That's all it is. Batista bomb connecting on Dolph Ziggler. Have we seen our first elimination in the match? Well, I said the pressure was on for Dolph, and unfortunately he seems to have cracked under it. Dolph Ziggler is out, and Batista, oh my god, just dishing out a second Batista bomb on CM Punk. Just tearing through the competition. Someone needs to shift their focus on Randy. The guy's literally sitting out the match right now. He wins this, it's a little tainted.
Down in the corner, not where you want to be.
Oh.
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 Batista can bench press 500 pounds.
Uh-oh.
Imagine a man with that much
He might not be able to come back. Well, there goes Punk.
We saw it all in this match, King, and those repeated blows to the skull have definitely taken their toll. Well, I don't know if the head was intentionally focused on, but it definitely took a lot of damage.
I'll tell you what, if it just freezes when it comes down to the final two, I'll just say that Randy was eliminated.
You might think the strategy when facing Batista is to stay
Rather than
away
being
from
like,
the
well,
power
he was
of the
never
enemy.
eliminated, we'll
Fact
just
is,
say he was
that's just not
eliminated.
realistic. I mean, that's what Batista is all about. And now the toll of this very physical contest is beginning to show on his body.
So we are down to potentially just the three big men of the match, CM Punk and Dolph Ziggler. Eliminated Randy Orton, having to be taken to a local mental facility. Gotta check out that brain of his, see what's going on in there.
Hey now, and he wills his way out.
Competition gets a lot tougher when it comes down to the final three-ish.
Loves to keep his opponents close, dominating them with his tremendous strength and vicious submission holds. Watch out here. And the sound of human flesh on the ground echoes around the arena. All the damage to the torso, all the pain that's been dealt, appears to have finally taken its toll.
Randy? No. I thought maybe he was back in it for a second there.
Oh no!
Just a second, I'm gonna grab my drink. Oh, Kane, yeah, Kane, fix him. Hit him. Punch him.
Ah, the intensity! Yeah, what a move!
Oh my god. A Batista bomb on Kevin Nash. Is Batista going to eliminate everyone in this match?
1, 2, 3. Bye-bye, big sexy. Uh-oh. Devastating damage to the upper vertebrae.
And unless Randy Orton is able to make his way back to the ring and recover from those potential injuries, we have come down to 2.
I think Kane just looked this way.
Is this going to be enough? There you go. I believe Kane has been declared the winner.
Now taking a moment to feel those ribs, and King, it appears that there may be some internal damage. It looks like it. Those ribs have been targeted so many times over the course of this match, I wouldn't be shocked if 1 or 2 may be cracked right now.
Kane's the winner. Alright, here we go. Main event time now. Kane decided the final representative of Team Raw. And now for this. Sheamus has been given the challenge tonight of picking up yet another victory, which I believe will bring him up to like 27 victories or something like that. Like, this guy has more wins than anyone else, period. He's got more than Big Show, more than Stone Cold, more than Batista, more than Randy Orton. Sheamus has the most victories over any superstar on any brand. That's it. End of statement. Oh, okay. This makes a lot of sense from Big Show's perspective. The former ECW champion Vader being decided as the representative in this one. This is a pretty big deal. Vader has left waves on 2 of the 3 brands. Let's see if he can do it here tonight on Raw. He really brought Stone Cold Steve Austin to his limits as he rose to the top of SmackDown in just a few months back, kind of close to mid-2010. And although he was unsuccessful in defeating Stone Cold Steve Austin, I think he really made his presence felt. And ever since then, Vader has just been on fire. He went over to ECW, absolutely wrecked Wade Barrett in a steel cage match to capture the ECW Championship. And although he lost the championship very quickly, it was a hell of a match between him and Big Show, which even Vader, for the first time in his career, showed respect to someone by raising the arm of the Big Show. Now this is going to be a big matchup. Can Vader leave just as much of a presence here on Raw as he did on both SmackDown and ECW? Oh my god.
What has to be going on in the mind of Sheamus?
Sheamus might be in for one of his rare losses tonight.
Total destruction. He might not know where he is right now.
You know, Mr. McMahon's going to be watching this one real carefully. He has despised the United Kingdom. They are what drove him away from being the general manager of Raw. They are what the reason for ECW existing even is. Vader, quite a tangled tie-up here. Slamming down Sheamus. I want to say William Regal for some reason. Where the hell did that come from? Sheamus showing that he can go toe-to-toe with Vader, which is just as important. I think this is going to be a great main event. Initially, at one point, it looked like it was going to be Vader against Sheamus, against Stone Cold Steve Austin, but two big championship changes took place just over a week ago at Hell in a Cell that changed the landscape of that match entirely. It was only Sheamus that managed to hold on to his World Heavyweight Championship, whilst Vader lost the ECW title to the Big Show, and Stone Cold, in a rather unfortunate way, lost the WWE Championship to The Miz. That is the risk you take with Money in the Bank. In fact, it was Money in the Bank that is the reason that Sheamus is even the World Heavyweight Champion right now. Although I've got to say, he's clearly proven that he is worthy of that championship since that Money in the Bank cash in. Yes, he cashed in and took advantage of a weakened Edge to win the championship, but... Sorry, a weakened Jack Swagger to win the championship. But, it was Jack Swagger that took advantage of Edge, my mistake. Yeah, whilst he took advantage of a weakened Swagger to win the championship, he has since then proven time and time again that he belongs on top of the food chain here on Monday Night Raw.
The barbaric, ruthless Sheamus. Oh, what a sidewalk slam. Ah! Oh, man. He landed right on his neck from that German suplex. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here on Monday Night Raw. This jam-packed arena.
So far, I think Sheamus has mostly been on the receiving end of a beatdown, but clearly now, well, here we go, white noise. That is incredible. Sheamus able to lift the 300-pounder Vader onto his shoulders like that. Incredible. I've got to say, they're quite even in size, which is a little unusual to see when it comes to Vader. In fact, I think Vader is a little bit shorter than Sheamus, actually. Sheamus is a very big guy. Sheamus dropping Vader down into a Boston Crab situation, but Vader was able to escape. Never forget that incredible Hell in a Cell match between Vader and Big Show. I think he really made a name for himself. He's really proven that he is going to be a star for years to come. Clubbing blow to the back of Vader, but it just kind of knocked him a tiny bit. He's still in this.
What should Sheamus be looking to do now, King? Man, this is one of those matches you just like to sit back and enjoy watching.
You say that a lot.
Over the top.
a lot.
And he lands hard outside of the ring.
Vader's back in this one, and got the tie up on Sheamus. Big headbutt. And another one. Vader loves using his head as a weapon. That has definitely been proven. His size too. What a splash. Vader kind of taking it all in for a second, I guess. Playing the old Randy Orton strategy.
These guys are giving it absolutely everything they've got.
I've never seen Sheamus get so victimized. Even Batista hasn't been able to bring Sheamus to his limits like this.
Oh man, talk about
You can tell that Sheamus is having a slightly harder time trying to keep Vader in tow. Big elbow to the face from Vader and a kick to the midsection. Now what's he looking to do? No? Okay. He was going for some kind of German suplex, but Sheamus was able to escape. Do not forget that tomorrow night on ECW, a Raw Superstar challenges Big Show for the Hardcore Championship. Sheamus not given the opportunity to give one back to Big Show. I'd like to think he'd probably just send Drew McIntyre over there. His right-hand man in all of this.
He does it again.
Neither of these two are really showing any signs of slowing down or hurt. Almost 6 minutes into this match, they've just had an absolute slugfest with each other. And running power slam straight to Vader. What's Sheamus going to do now? Okay, he's just going to carry on trying to wail on him.
Submission holds locked in, and he's in big trouble. Watch it. What strength, fighting his way out. Big move.
Very intense back and forth. German suplex drops Vader flat down, and Sheamus wipes his ass a little bit.
Struggling to stand after all the damage he's taken. Look at this.
Knee straight to the face of Sheamus. Vader maybe looking to dish out. Oh, here we go. Big choke slam. I believe it was a choke slam. That's what beat Vader for the ECW Championship.
Too slow.
Or at least it was a contributing factor towards it. I think I've seen Vader do a choke slam before. I could be mistaken. Sheamus is getting manhandled. Big Show might be getting put on notice here. That's the thing, is Big Show and Vader, they may share mutual respect for one another coming out of that Hell in a Cell match, but that doesn't mean Vader's finished with the ECW Championship, and I think a rematch between the two down the line is going to be great. Right now, these two are just beating the hell out of each other. Drop Sheamus down and a stomp. Again, this match just carries on.
Wow. That's Sheamus's face, or is today Halloween?
Oh, that could be the beginning of some serious trouble. Never mind. I guess Sheamus was just taking a moment to celebrate himself.
This hurts more than you can possibly imagine.
Almost 8 minutes into this match. Almost at the halfway point to a time limit. Could this match go to a 20-minute time limit?
Can you believe it?
The endurance of these two is incredible. And Vader's speed right now is incredible. Clearly someone's been getting a bit of the work in since Hell in a Cell's loss. You know, he may have embraced the loss, but I think it motivated him. Sheamus with a reversal as he's actually starting to hold those ribs. I think Vader has done a lot of damage to the World Heavyweight Champion. This is clearly not what the United Kingdom had in mind. Oh my god, bro kick attempt there, but Vader was very quick to catch that. Sheamus was trying to get the job done as quick. Oh no. Vader bomb, center of the ring. No freaking way. Vader just pinned the World Heavyweight Champion. Big Show made a hell of a smart move by sending Vader over. Oh my god, Sheamus suffered a loss. This guy is on the fast rise to something serious. And hold on, what's Sheamus doing here? So, okay, whoa, take it easy, man. You took the loss. You have to take it out on our Spanish announce team. What the hell did they do to you? Oh, get out of it. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's fine. He's a bit of a jerk anyway. Wow. Okay, well, Sheamus clearly not happy with that loss, but that's it for this week's episode of Raw. I'll see you guys tomorrow night on ECW. I feel like Sheamus is not through with Vader.